What is going on, guys? I'm back with another INDYCAR video, and today I'm doing fixing the 2025 INDYCAR schedule. And yeah, so I've added 20. There's 20 races total. The actual schedule only has 17, which is a shame if you ask me, especially the start. There's way too many gaps. And the Caesars season starts March 2nd, but this one starts February 23rd. Mine starts February 23rd, I should say. So February 23rd, we headed to the streets of St. Pete. Really no reason to change that. It's like the Monaco Grand Prix of INDYCAR, except it's exciting and there's actually room to pass and get excited. And that takes place in Florida. So if you're going to say, wait a minute here, if we're in Florida, why would we go to Florida to California for the second race at Thermal? Let's just go where we can make it easier for the teams. So I'm going to make the INDYCAR schedule realistic here, but I'm also going to make it doable for the teams and how I think the team should go. So we start the season off in St. Petersburg in Florida. Here, this is my most wild throwout. Everything else I say is normal. This is my most wild throwout. Let's race Daytona Road Course. Not the Oval, because the Oval's too focused NASCAR. Obviously, can't blame them for that. Just like the Indy 500, just like the Indianapolis Motor Speedway would never put the banking up for NASCAR. So there's too much banking on it for Daytona Oval. But the Daytona Road Course, INDYCAR could race on. I think that'd be exciting. I mean, normally it's like a NASCAR sports car kind of track, the road course. But, I mean, why not if you're INDYCAR? I mean, NASCAR gave our Grand Prix circuit a try. They're back to the Oval. Let's try their Grand Prix track. So we go from St. Petersburg, Florida to Daytona, Florida. That makes perfect sense. You go from point A to point B, and you get 2 rounds in. And I have that date on March 9th. So February 23rd, week break, and then you come back to Daytona for March 9th. March 16th, let's go to Barber. I mean, for the third round. You have Florida and then Alabama. So why not on your way back? Let's make a pit stop on March 16th to the Barber Motorsports Park. That makes sense to me. I don't know about you. So then, obviously, we got to get to California for Long Beach and Thermal Club. But how about on March 30th, since we're going from Bama to California, let's make a quick pit stop in Arizona and let's head to Phoenix Raceway. Yes, let's go on a super speedway, first super speedway of the year on March 30th. It's going to be warm in Phoenix. It's realistic to go St. Petersburg, Daytona Road Course, Barber, and Phoenix. That is a realistic first 4 races of the year, if you ask me. Now, you might be like, you're adding just a bunch of races. I only add one more race in. I just think for the start of the season, you had to add more races. So I added a lot more races in the start of the year, but I really don't add any more. I just kind of move stuff realistically. So I think it should go Streets of St. Pete, February 23rd. March 9th, you do Daytona Road Course. March 16th, Barber Motorsports Park. And March 30th, Phoenix. I think it's a great start. Then we head into April 13th. I'm going to give the teams a break. We head to Thermal Club. I think that's see, INDYCAR fans don't like Thermal. I mean, let's just put that plain and simple. I'm happy with Thermal being on the calendar if it makes up numbers for races, but I do think Thermal will eventually leave. I'm not a big fan of that track. And then we go April 27th. We give them a week off, and we go to Long Beach. Boom. I think that's very realistic. We get our 2 races in California out of the way. I mean, maybe we could talk about putting Laguna in April. I mean, that's an option. But I saved Laguna to the end because they go to Oregon and all that stuff at the end. So kind of makes sense to put Laguna there. But, I mean, I could definitely be down for Laguna right now. But my thing is, if you put Laguna in the front, you also got to put Portland in the front. So you might as well just leave 2 of the races that are all the way out on the East Coast where they are, or else you got to move them all up, and you got to be starting in the first week of February because May's got to be reserved for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I don't know, INDYCAR schedule's a tricky one to get right. Now we move into May. We got May 10th, the Indy Road Course. Doesn't need to change. And May 25th, the 109th running of the Indy 500. May should have 2 races, and those should be the only 2 races in May. There should not be any other racing in May whatsoever. So I'm just going to move on. They're Indy Road Course May 10th, 109th running the Indy 500 on May 25th. Now, this is where the schedule kind of gets compacted, you could say. But on June 8th, I'm giving a week off between the Indy 500 and the next race. There needs to be a week break. These drivers worked hard. They deserve it. Give them a week break. The streets of Detroit, June 8th. I think that makes sense. You go from Indianapolis to Detroit. Michigan's right up here. I think that makes perfect sense. And then while you're at Michigan, let's take use of the oval they have on Michigan, and let's race at Michigan Raceway. It's a super speedway. I think it'd be great. You go from the streets of Detroit to Michigan Raceway. That would be perfect. Bring back Michigan and Phoenix. That's basically what I'm pulling out for this video. But don't take away any races. We just need Michigan and Phoenix. That'd be perfect. Okay. And then we go from Michigan to Road America. That's in Wisconsin. So, that's just a quick little pit stop. Now, this is where I get interesting. And also the streets of Detroit on June 8th, and Michigan Raceway on June 15th. So, back-to-back. And then Road America on June 22nd. I don't know. Then June 29th, Worldwide Technology Raceway. That's in Illinois. So, June, it's 4 straight races in a row. You have the June 8th is the streets of Detroit. June 15th is Michigan. June 22nd is Road America. And June 29th is Worldwide Technology Raceway, otherwise known as Gateway. July, we have July 13th, we have Mid-Ohio. I think that's a perfect amount of break between a busy June, and you go July 13th, Mid-Ohio. And then you have a double-header, July 19th and July 20th. You have race 1 Iowa on the 19th and race 20. And then on the 20th, race 2 of Iowa. And then I think this is a stretch. This race could be moved to August 1st, and I would be completely fine with it. But I have it on July 27th, Laguna Seca, and then on the 10th of August, Portland. Honestly, if you ask me, I should probably fix that. In the last week of June, they do nothing, and then the first week of August, they do Laguna and then Portland. But I didn't do that. But then I give them a break after Portland, and I do the 23rd and the 24th. We go Milwaukee, race 1, Milwaukee, race 2. Milwaukee should be a doubleheader this year. I don't know why it's not. So I'm keeping Milwaukee doubleheader. And then we end it off on August 31st, which is my birthday, at the Nashville Speedway. So let me run you through it one more time. February 23rd, Streets of St. Pete. March 9th, Daytona Road Course. March 16th, Barber Motorsports Park. March 30th, Phoenix Raceway. April 13th, Thermal Club. April 27th, Long Beach. May 10th, Indy Road Course. May 25th, Indy 500. June 8th, Streets of Detroit. June 15th, Michigan Raceway. June 22nd, Road America. June 29th, Gateway. July 13th, Mid-Ohio. July 19th, Iowa Race 1. July 20th, Iowa Race 2. July 27th, Laguna. August 10th, Portland. August 23rd, Milwaukee Race 1. I meant August when I said the 23rd, my fault. August 24th, Milwaukee, and it ended off August 31st on my birthday, the Nashville Speedway. So that's my video on what the IndyCar schedule should be. Let me down below if you thought I did a good job in this video. If I did a bad job, tell me what I need to improve on. And if you liked it, subscribe.